Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today, we'll be learning about array syntax in JavaScript in Visual Studio. We'll be utilizing this in a Q&A sort of website. And we'll be learning all sorts of syntax, like sort and reverse. Without any further ado, let's get into the video. Hey guys, and welcome to another AshuCodeZ video. Today I'll be showing you how to have some more syntax in your Visual Studio coding. So let's go into our Visual Studio and AshuCodeZ. So intros is already there from our last video. Now let's add a new folder and let's put the title as more syntax. So then let's go into Visual Studio, and then we already have our intros. Now let's open a new folder, more syntax, go into here. Now let's add a new file, index.html. Now let's get started. So first let's do our HTML, and with the head, with the title being, let's call this title as more syntax. Yeah. So after that, let's do the body. The first part is we need to put like labels that'll say how to do this, how to do that, and also with the IDs of basically what it does. So then after that, we'll have a little JavaScript part where we have to type everything about like it does it. So like let's just say there's one word over here and one word over here, then if it'll say how to join the two words, and the ID will be concating words, so we can just do dot concat and it'll join it. Now let's go make a p tag paragraph and how to declare the arrays. Now let's do the h4 with the ID being declaration of arrays. Now let's put an HR tag, which will make a line break. Now let's add another p tag saying how do you fetch the first element of the array. So now let's do another h4 tag with the ID being access first element. And also the HR. Actually, let's just do this. We can just get one of them and just copy it down. Let's just add the HR tag here. Yeah, 14 of them. Now we just need to type. My element, I can't even spell it properly, oh my god. Last element, how do you fetch the third element of the array? How do you get the length of the array? Okay, what about how do we loop the array? Now, what about adding an element to the end of an array? Okay, adding another element, like adding more elements. Now, after that, let's do how do we declare the array with the alphabets? Now, how do you sort the array with alphabets? Now, what about how do you reverse it? Now, how do you declare an array with numbers? How do you find the maximum number of an array? Now, how do you get the minimum? Yeah. Okay, so declaration of array, access first element. Now let's see, what should we name this one? So we can name this one access the second element, and this one is access third element. Displaying the length. Okay, yeah. Loop array. Now what about adding element at the end of array. Now add more element. Now display alphabets. Now after that we can just do display sorted alphabet. Okay, yeah, and display reverse array. Now display number array. Display maximum number and display minimum number. We don't need an HR tag at the end, so we can just do. Now let's do script. So var fruits equal to banana, apple, orange, like anyone. Then let's make a semicolon. Next one. Now document dot get element by ID as declaration of arrays dot inner HTML equals fruits. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're declaring a variable or an array with banana, apple, and orange, with the values being banana equals 0, apples is 1, and orange is 2. So document.getElement by ID declaration. Oh, sorry, I can't spell. Declaration of arrays dot inner HTML equals fruits. That means we're getting up here h4 ID equals declaration of array. We're getting this h4, and then we're putting in this array called inner HTML fruits, basically the array of fruits. So let's just do the same thing with all the others. So var first equals fruits array brackets 0. That means we're just declaring a variable, it really doesn't matter, and we're getting the 0th position of fruits, which is banana. Now document dot get element by ID and access first element, and we can do dot inner HTML equals first. Okay, so now let's just copy this and do it as much times as we did, except some of them are for this one, some of them aren't, so like in this format. So there's about 4 of this format, so let's do that. Yeah, 4. Now let's work on that right now. So now we just need to do the other 2, which is fruits equals 1, fruits equals 2, and also last one, it was 5, and the fruits dot length. And then we're done with this part. Now we have to do the loop part. So let's make a variable of I equals to 0. Now var value equals an empty one. I can tell you what this is all about after we've done this. So now let's do a for loop with I equals 0 and I must be fruits dot length. Fruits dot length and I plus plus. Now let's do this. Equals value plus fruits of I plus br tag document dot get okay, field finally by ID group. Alright, okay, so inner HTML equals value. Okay, so basically what we're doing here looping, as in just saying all of these is together, like here. Okay, so now since that is done, we can just do fruits dot push watermelon yeah. Okay, so then basically this adds a new value, so we can just do the same thing. You can do another variable called alpha to make the alphabets, and you can just put any alphabet as you, that you want. So I'm just gonna do F D H G X and E. So now I'm gonna copy this. Now we can just do display alphabets array. It's alpha. So now let's do it again, except this time we're doing the alpha sort, meaning we are sorting it from alphabetical order. So since that's a function, it has to have those brackets. Now let's make this. Now we can do display sorted alphabets array, and initially equals alpha. So after that, now what we can do is we can reverse it. Okay, after that we can make a series of numbers. Let's just put any random number, 4 5 1 6 3 and 9 semicolon, and this is document by element ID and this display number array. So now what we can do is we can do var as max equals math, since it's a math statement, math.max dot apply math num, meaning in math we're getting the array is num and we're getting the max and we're applying that to it. So now let's just do document with element by ID and display maximum number. Almost done. And you can just simply copy this and paste it. Now you try doing this on your own, except by doing minimum. So pause this video and try to do it. And we are done. So let's save this. Okay, how to declare the array: banana, apple, orange. How to fetch the first element: banana, apple, and orange. The length of the array is 3. How do you loop the array: banana, apple, orange, banana, watermelon, apple, orange, strawberry. Declare the array with alphabets: F G H G X E, D F G H X, X H G F E D, which is basically like everything just reversed. Now a number 1 4 5 1 6 3 9, and maximum number array is 9 and minimum is 1. So yeah, so I hope you liked today's video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.